When you need advice, come to Ben and Kelly. It's group therapy on 99.7 DJX.
So Jennifer reached out and said, hey, Ben and Kelly, I met a guy 3 weeks ago at a coffee shop, and after exchanging contact information, he asked me out on a date.
Yay.
I agreed. Then the morning of the date, he sends me a text asking if he could postpone it because he had a family emergency.
Okay.
Since then, he's postponed our next 2 scheduled dates.
Oh.
So what is that? He asked me out. Do I give him a 4th chance, or is this a sign that he's got some problems going on? Like, how many times can a guy cancel and reschedule your first date before you decide to just ditch him?
Yeah,
it's
maybe
looking dicey at this point. It's almost like my first inclination is he's changed his mind.
either that or his wife isn't approving of him going out on dates.
That too.
With other women.
That too.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I don't know. But yeah, if you're having that difficult of a time going out for just the first time, I mean, I understand things come up in life.
Yeah.
But like he's canceled 3 times on her and they haven't gone out yet.
But didn't you and your husband kind of have a weird start to your relationship?
Well, okay, so we went out on the first date. I thought it was great. And then I didn't hear from him for a week. And I was like, what's up with that? I thought it was good and all this stuff. Turns out he had lost his phone. And this was back when you had to get your bill from the phone company and then go through and start calling all the numbers on your phone bill to figure out which one was mine.
Okay, so what? I mean, so...
And so he did. He found my number and then gave me that story. And I was like, I don't know if I believe that.
That's pretty involved, though.
It is involved, which, is very sweet. He made the effort.
Did you ever find out, how many numbers he actually called before he got to yours?
He called quite a few, apparently.
Mm.
Quite a few.
I see this as kind of a red flag, Jennifer. I see it as his priority has shifted, as Kelly said, and maybe it's not you, or maybe let's take the whole wife thing out of the conversation. Maybe he's a legit guy, but maybe he just met someone else.
That could very well be.
In the meantime, and he's
a lot of people are saying, "Hey, red flags," because first of all, he doesn't have time for you or to make you a priority. Already. This early in, I mean, you haven't even gone out once. That's probably not going to bode well for a relationship.
All right, so I'd love to hear from people. Let's because I think there's a lot of red flags with this, but just for the sake of argument, I'd love to hear from someone who it took a long time to go out on that first date, but it worked.
Right.
You stuck it through, and all of a sudden, boom, you guys you had a lasting relationship. You had a good relationship.
Give her some hope a little bit, because we got a text. I would straight up ask him, but also wonder how soon after the first date would the second date be scheduled.
Well, that would be something that I would try to knock out right there during that first date. If it goes well,
Yeah, but maybe not in the first 30 minutes. So how do you think it's going? Do you think we're going to see each other again?
Because didn't that happen to you too?
That happened
also?
to me and I said no.
All right, 502-571-99.7. Group therapy. How many chances do you get to have that first date? Jennifer is on the struggle bus. This guy she met canceled on her 3 times. Plus, he was the one who even asked her out. So she's just kind of wondering,
what? Did he change his mind? What's happening? Is this red flag all over the place? Do I give him a 4th chance? Got a text message. Could be anxiety.
Yeah.
That is one option. Haley said, my husband kept canceling dates on me, but I later found out it was because his father had a bad stroke. Siblings were fighting who would take care of my now father-in-law. So he was always picking up where they dropped the ball.
Oh, wow.
That there could be something like that going on.
Yeah. Jennifer says, I think his wife keeps stepping on his plans.
Okay.
Or maybe his conscience is preventing him from going through with it. Either way, I'd nix this mess before it got started.
Okay. So we have a lot of different opinions about, what could be behind this lack of ability to set a date for going out.
We got a message from Bob. Ben and Kelly, this may make Jennifer feel a little better. It took my wife and I 6 times to go out that first time. I got sick the first time. My dad came into town and surprised me during what was supposed to be date number 2. Had to postpone. Third date was a mix-up of communication. I thought it was one day. She thought it was the other. We stood each other up. Fourth, I got sick again. Fifth, she had something come up and had to postpone. And finally, on the 6th attempt, we went out and never looked back. Weird things come up sometimes, but if you like the guy and he still seems interested, stick with it. Just my 2 cents.
Oh, wow. Okay. So that was like a series of unfortunate events.
Yeah.
That ended up working out. So yeah, I think maybe she asks him point blank, like, listen, I'm starting.
Are we going to do this or what?
Yes, I'm starting to feel like maybe you've changed your mind because you've canceled on me 3 times. We haven't even gone out once. So, if you legitimately have like weird stuff that's come up, I get it. But just, I'm just, from my perspective, it doesn't look good for me. So what's going on?
The good news is you don't have a lot invested right now. So if you just have to say, all right, bye boy, then you just do that,
Right.
So,
but, maybe we give him one more chance with a conversation like, this is not looking great from my perspective. So help me understand. Are you still interested? What's going on?
All right. Well, keep us posted.